What are some strategies to help promote yourself more?
How do you know? You got to go do it. Listen, if your first show doesn't just absolutely suck, then you're great. What's up, man?
Hello again.
Here he is, the Esta billionaire.
Yes, I got great news since we last spoke.
Great news. I like great news. What do you got?
So today I appear on the Steve Harvey Show.
Okay.
So I'm doing my best to get myself out there more, networking with the right people. Currently, last week I was able to get 15 minutes of Drama's time. If you're familiar, he runs a company called Young and Reckless.
Nice.
And now I'm working behind the scenes, doing my best to book guests on his podcast. So just putting myself out there, being of a giving place, and sharing people's content as well.
I love it, man. Well, you're getting a lot of congrats in the live chat, too.
Thank you. Thank you. And my question to you is, this week I'm doing a open mic at the city of Pasadena for the Ice House. And I'm thinking, what are some strategies to help promote yourself more? And I'm using comedy as a way to improve my presence on stage as well as a public speaker.
Do you have a list of people, like an email list of people in your audience?
No, I don't. Right now I'm just being consistent, like you said, on Instagram, posting every day. But no, I don't have a list of people in my email.
And your audience mostly lives on Instagram?
I'm not sure, because most of them I've connected with in person in real life, and those are the
Okay,
people that follow me consistently.
and local, like where you are in California?
Yes, Los Angeles area typically.
Great. So if you already have that list, especially if you've met them face to face,
Mhm.
you message everybody. Is this an open mic, like a one-time thing, or are you gonna do it?
I will be consistent. I've done it 3 times. I've done 3 open
Okay.
mics before, so I want to be more consistent.
Okay.
I will be, not I won't. I will try. I will be.
But what does that mean? Every month? Every week?
Once a week.
Once a week? Okay.
And then after that, I'll go twice a week. So Pasadena Ice House and then Flappers in Burbank, just to really push the envelope and get more on stage and promote myself and be like not a motivational speaker, because at the end of the day, my mission is to unite America and helping create male father figures.
Great. You've already got somebody in the live chat saying, "Hey, email me." As the billionaire, there's an email address you can pick up and
Oh,
message them.
perfect.
But if you're doing it every week in different locations, I'm looking at, you take your list, you take your email list, like not like you have it in a database, but the people that you've met, and you take, how many people do you think is on that list of people you've met,
Oh,
local?
at least like 50 to 100.
Okay, great. So you take 10 a week for the next 10 weeks, and you just ask for their help.
Okay.
Hey man, it's me, Esteban. We met at whatever. I'm doing my open mic at this place. I would love your support. It's Thursday night at 8 o'clock, and if you could come, if your friends could come, I'm talking about manhood, and I'd love for you to if you could come out or tell your friends, any help, I'd really appreciate it.
Okay.
Right? Like when I did my events, I just finished my tour, 90 days, 23 cities. When I went through California, um, Dan Clark, Nitro from American Gladiator.
Oh wow, that's that's past my time, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he's older now, but he's at the same agency that I'm at, and he said, so we're trying to connect with people. Like, who do we know in California who can help spread the message? He's well known out in those parts, and I connected with him, and he sent an email out to his list for all the different cities that we're going to go to, or I did go to in California. We had 5 cities, and he helped promote it.
Okay.
And so, but essentially, if you met them face to face, you're not gonna have 1,000 people show up to an open mic. Like you don't need to. You want to fill the place, but like
Yeah.
that's crazy capacity, right? So I'm messaging my 100 people 10 at a time for 10 weeks. And if you got 10 weeks of selling out and packing the place, Like, how many people do you need to get at an event?
For open mics, they're usually small crowds between 20 to 30 people. So just
Yeah.
the fact that I brought 10 people is huge, if possible, yeah, if it
Well,
happens.
but ideally, so you ask not for them just to come, but if they can bring friends or tell their friends about it.
Okay. I guess the only thing I'd be a little bit self-conscious about is, man, I hope I'm funny in front of these people, because you never know unless you try.
But that's it.
Yeah.
Like, how do you know? You got to go do it.
Right now, I was thinking of a really good way to be funny is being like creating jokes about entrepreneurs, because right now it's like a really big topic, and for the first time ever, entrepreneurs are being a lot more known, and people know who the CEOs of companies are, and I think it would be a little bit more relatable, like making fun of like the marketing on how they're blasted everywhere on YouTube. So that's a little bit of like what jokes I'm thinking of, and then in the end tie it back to, hey, we need awareness on being father figures and role models in society.
You play with it. My tour changed a lot. Just
Okay.
in I did 23 gigs in 90 days, and
Wow.
what I
Congratulations.
started with, the messaging, what like the theme was still the same, right? So your theme of fatherhood or manhood, great. Was you're not going to now start talking about lawn mowing or something like you're going to stay on, but how you go off and do it will adjust as you get into it. So you go, you have your first show. Listen, if your first show doesn't just absolutely suck, then you're great.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's going to be the worst one, and then it'll get better. If you did it every week, you'll start to get really good at it.
Yes.
And so you want to talk the fact that you're scared and you feel the pressure,
Uh,
include that in your message.
oh wow.
Like when you're reaching out to those 100 people, 10 people a week for 10 weeks, people that you know, say, I want to do this. Here's why. Here's the mission I'm on. I don't know if I'm going to be very good. Like I'm actually deeply afraid that I'm going to just get up and suck and nobody's going to laugh. But I have to do this, and I would love your support. Like if you're able to come out, if you're able to tell your friends about it, I would love to have some friendly faces in the crowd to kind of
Mm,
cheer me on. And you're going to be an important part of my journey because this is
wow.
ground zero. This is the starting, and you're going to be there at the first event, right?
Yes.
You're honest because these people who know you, right? They've had a
Right.
conversation with you, right? Like if you were coming to Toronto and you led with that, I might come to your thing, right?
Hey, you never know what's gonna happen, but just
You never
come.
know. Here we are, Toronto. That's how you start. If you brought 10 people, great. And you have 100 people that you can reach out to, and so you do that for the next 10 weeks, and hopefully then you build enough momentum. Like if you have 10 shows and it's every week, and then people who start to follow you, they see it, they want to come to you. When's your next gig, man? And then, oh, well, look, do you have a website, or how do I find out about your next opportunity? And so you start to build enough momentum. So you use the people that you know to kickstart it. Um, so that's with the people that you directly know that you can reach out to, and you need to do that. I mean, you need to do that to start building some momentum for it. And also just to show the venues that, wow, I'm taking a bet on this guy. I don't know, Esteban, whatever. Let's see what his CEO, he's got a nice smile, but who knows until he gets on stage, right? It's like, oh, he brought some people. And like, oh, he's not that funny yet, but I see potential.
Yeah. As long as
Right?
I smile.
And then the venues want to bring you back, right? And then they'll do some more promotion helping you out. So that's with the people that you already know. The other side I would look at is if you have any kind of budget, I would look at taking your Instagram following, and you can run ads against them local.
Okay.
So it's like, hey, it's me, it's Esteban. It's really hard to find, like, unless you know them, it's hard to sort by geography on Instagram. It's hard to create content organically that targets people in a certain city. So you can still post in general to your stories. Like even now, I'm doing a workshop for Toronto to train people how to be thought leaders and make money from their ideas. Basically, do what I do: sell books and consulting and speaking and all that stuff. And so on my story every day is a swipe up link to buy tickets to my event in Toronto. Most people won't come and do it because they're in California. Some people will come from California, and most people won't. So you can have something in your stories every day that talks about as long as you're still promoting enough other good content that I want to follow you from, just a walking commercial. But then you can run ads against your fans who are local.
Okay.
So you take the club that you're going to be speaking at, and then you pick a 10-mile radius, and then you can run an ad that says, hey, it's me, it's Esteban. Thank you for following me on Instagram. This Saturday at 8 o'clock, I'm doing an open mic at whatever club. If you followed me online and you want to see me in person, I got some amazing jokes. Look forward to seeing you there. Tickets are $25 or whatever. Here's the link, right?
Yes.
And it won't cost you too much because you're not trying to blanket America with Esteban yet. It's coming, dude. It's coming.
Whoa.
It's coming.
Yes.
Steve who? Esteban. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Right? But because it's such a narrow market, it'll cost you more per lead, but it's a tight focus. So you don't have to go off dropping thousands of dollars to make a campaign work, especially if you already have some kind of audience already who are following you on Instagram. So I do those two things. Your friends, your 100 list, 10 a week for the next 10 weeks, start building momentum. That message is more personal because they know you. You're more vulnerable. You say you're nervous, you're scared, you may not be very good. Please help me. And then the people who are in your audience, you're hyping up, you're thanking them for following you, and you're talking about what you're going to be talking about at the show and say, hey, come out and meet me in person.
Right now I'm laughing because I was thinking of the scene in Seinfeld when Kramer goes to a nightclub and just laughs at every joke at the nightclub, even though they're not funny.
Okay. There you go.
If you watch
could do that. You could say, could you please be my friend who does that, who laughs at all my jokes because people may not come out and laugh.
Yeah. That would be epic. Thank you.
Cool, man.
Okay.
Good luck. Cheering for you.
If you want to spend some one-on-one time with me, I have a special offer happening right now. Go check out the website right next to me. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.